Hello again, everyone. Zach Attack is here with the Atakline for Monday, June the 18th, 2012. Hope everyone had a great Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day out there once again. Late Father's Day to all the dads out there, especially my road crew, my roadie for my DJing stuff. Speaking of this jockeying, on my next first topic of this Attack Line, DJ Zach Attack news. I had only one gig this Father's Day weekend. I had a gig this past Friday at a special needs dance. Another one at Washington. Not the best one we've done. It was probably the least attended in a while. Hence, it's been going down a bit, but not as drastic as the Splash Bash is. The Splash Bash this month was better than the special needs this month. A few little technical glitches in the show. Not as packed as usual, but it was okay. We had a little dancing going on. Not as much dancing as in the past. Hopefully July does better, but it was still decent special needs for what it was. Before we get on with the rest of the entertainment news, finally got one. Michael Jackson collector's can. They were releasing these in honor of the 20th anniversary of Bad. I've been looking for these ever since they announced them. Finally got one today at Maya for 99 cents. They're selling these individually. So go get a Michael Jackson can out there at a store near you. They are great. Like a smooth criminal costume, so that's kind of cool. I got two. One to drink and one to collect. Alright, on with our number one movie of the weekend. Despite some competition, Madagascar 3 remained number one for a second week in a row with about 40 million, 30 million, 20 million or something like that. But the shocking thing is not that Madagascar remained number one. Is that Prometheus remained at number two, shutting out the two mass releases this week, including Adam Sandler's movie, That's My Boy, which bombity bombed at the box office with only 10 million or something. Yeah, 13 million. Another bomb, pissed it bombed. Rock of Ages, of course, the movie based on the musical, 14 million. I got to see that movie over the weekend on Saturday. I saw the musical, so this is the first Broadway musical turned movie that I was going to be very critical of because I've seen the musical as well as the movie. And boy, they took a lot from the musical out. They added some new things. They switched some characters around, including Catherine Zeta-Jones's character. I'm not going to go into full detail because it'll be an entire other video in itself. But they made like little changes to the storyline, like I said, adding Catherine Zeta-Jones. I thought she was great in it. Tom Cruise's character got more different story and was different than in the musical. His character Stacey Jacks took some songs out, but it was still 80% of the story was kept of the original story. Small town girl going to Hollywood in the 80s, and I thought the characters were played very well. The movie, especially Lonnie, played by Russell Brand, was great. Alec Baldwin playing Dennis the Bone was great. It was still a great movie. Changed some things, added some things, cut some songs from the original musical. But like I said, 85% of the original musical was in the movie. I thought it was great adaptation. For what it was a great movie. Like I said, few little things, but still, great movie, great adaptation of Rock of Ages. Speaking of rock, with some rock news today, starting with Aerosmith kicking off their global warming tour, this past warning tour over the weekend at Minneapolis. Their first U.S. tour in 2 years. They've been on tour mostly in Africa, in South America, and it's the first tour in 2 years since American Idol happened. And I heard from the reviews, the band was playing better than ever. The only problem was muddy sound mix in the beginning. They only did 2 new songs from the upcoming album, Songs from Another Dimension, which is coming out this August. The new single, Legendary Child, and a new song, an album cut, Oh Yeah. They did a lot of old songs, including Draw the Line, Kicking It Off. Also, album cuts like SOS, Combination, and even Mama Kin. And even ending it with Train Kept Rolling. Great set list. I saw them in 2010. They were great then. I mean, they were great now. The chemistry was back. They were awesome again. They rocked it at Minneapolis, Minnesota. They'll, of course, be touring throughout the month of August. through the month of August, including a July stop in Detroit at the Palace with Cheap Trick opening. They may extend the tour probably after the release date, and of course after Stevens stuff with American Idol is auditions. So there you go. Speaking of rock and roll and Aerosmith in Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, happy 70th birthday to Paul McCartney. Sir Paul McCartney turned 70 today. Of course, 1/4 of the Beatles, the greatest band ever. Compare any other band to the Beatles, there is no comparison. The band that set it all. What a great year it's been for him. New album, Kisses on the Bottom. New marriage, and honored by Music Cares as the Person of the Year. And of course, honored by many people, including Kenny Otters and Obama. So there you go. Happy birthday to you, Paul McCartney. Can't believe he made the big 70. From a man who wrote When I'm 64, you should change it to When I'm 70. So there you go. Happy 70th to you, Sir Paul McCartney. You proved that even at your age, you can still rock it. Especially I saw you last year at American Park. You were amazing. So there you go. Happy birthday to you, Sir Paul. Maybe I'm amazed indeed. Now, speaking of rock and roll legends and their children, Ozzy Osbourne's son Jack Osbourne announced today that he has multiple sclerosis. He revealed it on a magazine released Sunday. In an interview with People magazine, revealed his health crisis. He told the magazine he was angry and frustrated when he found out. He was concerned about his family. He just gave birth to his wife, and him gave birth to a daughter, Paul, in April. And he's already gotten many well wishes, including from his own family. Kelly Osbourne has addressed this on her Twitter page. They're all devastated. So is Sharon and Ozzy, respectfully. And Jack says he's going to fight. He's going to fight the disease very hard. He's probably going to get therapy. Thoughts and prayers go out to you, Jack. Best recovery. Best wishes to you on a speedy recovery. Hopefully you fight this quickly as possible. Don't give up the fight, Jack. Best wishes to you. Now, on with some sad news. Someone died not from disease, but from a staging. A lot of people died over the weekend with the whole Rodney King thing. Rodney King died over the weekend at age 47. But a tragedy happened in Toronto, Canada. Many stage collapses have happened over the past year, including Sugarland being the most deadly. But a stage collapsed in Toronto over the weekend before a Radiohead show in Toronto at Downsview Park. That resulted in 3 people injured and 1 killed. The 1 killed turned out to be the drum tech of Radiohead, Scott Johnson, who died at age 33. He was setting up, pronounced dead on the scene when the roof collapsed. Radiohead released a statement saying, "We have all been shattered by the loss of Scott Johnson, a friend and colleague. He was a lovely man, always positive, supportive, and funny, a highly skilled and valued member of our great road group. We miss him very much." Although, and no matter what you say about Radiohead, I'm not the biggest fan of theirs, but no matter what your views on the Radiohead band is, you gotta feel bad for the people. And thoughts and prayers go out to the family of the deceased, Scott Johnson, and thoughts to everybody who were injured in this. And gladly, it was before the concert and not doing it. It would have been a lot more people killed, like Sugarland. Like I said, thoughts and prayers go out to the family and to Radiohead at this very sad time. Now, before we go with the Raw preview for the night, got an update about Chris Sabin over the weekend. Now, this past Thursday during the Ultimate X match on Impact, Chris Sabin suffered what would be a knee injury. Well, Dixie Carter on her Twitter page confirmed that Chris Sabin did get an MRI done. I can even look it up. Yeah, Teenage Dixie. She wrote on her Twitter page, "Chris Sabin tore his ACL in last night's Ultimate X match on Impact. He's frustrated but determined to come back ASAP. He's already been out with a knee injury. He just came back a few months ago, reunited with Machine Guns for a short time before Alex Shelley left. So Hopefully Chris Sabin comes back quickly. Best wishes to you as well in your recovery. Now, on to our Raw Super Show preview for tonight. The aftermath of No Way Out. For those of you who haven't seen my review yet, it was a decent show last night. There were some decent things in there, some decent matches, some silliness with Ricardo and Santino, some decent things in there, so it's a decent pay-per-view. See what happens tonight in the aftermath. Top 4 questions. I did top 4 with TNA, and I'm doing top 4 with WWE tonight. Top 4 questions that must be answered tonight. Question number 4. Will we see Zack Ryder tonight in a match? Now, tonight's Raw is in Long Island, Zack Ryder's hometown. The last time, as we all know, last year when Raw was in Long Island, Zack Ryder wasn't on Raw. He was on Superstars. He hasn't been on Raw in the last couple of weeks, although he was on last week making a small little appearance at the Vince Got Down with the Funkadactyls. He also appeared a little bit last night doing No Way Out, getting his butt whipped by everybody during the whole Steel Cage Big Show John Cena match. There's been a lot of rumors about Ryder replacing R-Truth as one half of the tag championship trophy, especially new number 1 contenders now, the primetime players. So we'll see if Zack Ryder's involved on Raw. Hope so. It's in Long Island. Woo woo woo, you know it. And I hope they hold the We Want Ryder chance last night during the Sin Cara Hunico match. So there you go. Question number 3. What will go down between Brock Lesnar and Triple H tonight? Last night on No Way Out, Triple H came out and challenged Brock Lesnar for a match at SummerSlam. We all know that match is going to happen, but the build-up began last night. It is reported that Brock Lesnar will answer the challenge. Well, his camp will address Triple H's challenge tonight on Raw. And then specifically said if Paul or Lesnar or both will appear on the show tonight. So we'll see what happens with that. But expect an answer from Brock Lesnar's camp concerning Triple H's challenge for SummerSlam as the build-up for it continues. Speaking of pay-per-view, questions about the pay-per-view before SummerSlam. Question number 2. Will anything be announced for Money in the Bank tonight? Will any of the participants of the Raw or SmackDown Money in the Bank matches will be announced? Of course, we have 2 Money in the Bank matches during the pay-per-view, a SmackDown and a Raw for the WWE. Or maybe they can make it one big match, since the brands don't fucking matter anyway. Plus, we may find out who's going to face the champions. I'm guessing Punk will probably face against Kane, especially after what happened last night with the whole AJ thing, getting knocked down by Kane and being carried out by Kane. And I'm guessing also Ziggler will get another shot against Sheamus after putting up an impressive showing last night, despite losing. And maybe another match between Christian and Cody Rhodes could do. Or they could be involved in the Money in the Bank match for SmackDown, because that match was awesome too last night. So there you go. Now, question number 1. Will John Laurinaitis really be fired tonight? Now, last night on No Way Out, John Cena, despite all odds, with a little help from his friends, especially Borders Clay, Big Show lost to John Cena last night. Thus, John Laurinaitis got fired by Vince McMahon last night. It has been stated that John Laurinaitis will make his farewell address tonight. I use farewell address loosely because we don't know if he's really fired or not. Really be fired, but from the looks of it, he is really fired. But we'll see what happens with that. The aftermath of No Way Out tonight at 9 on USA Network for Raw. That is it for Atakline. I'll see you later for my Raw review. That and mine. You've all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you very much. See you all later. Yeah.